All right, today we're talking about how much money you're gonna make per hour, how much your time is worth. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Aviel, you are watching this, and we are mostly expats. And this is a video I wanted to make for a while now, and someone in the comments was like, I want to know about this, so it was a good excuse to do this. These numbers in this table, these tables are what it's like a recommended rate for your time at work. Not all employers go by this, and not all companies, like, this is not a law. I have worked for companies that were like, we don't have this, and they just pay you a global amount. But anyway, these are the groups. There are 9 groups. I actually think it goes up to 13. This isn't even my final form. But anyway, this is the money per hour that you get in each group. You have the West and the East. You make less money in the East, and usually it will be up some date. So they change it, like, I don't know, change it every day or so. Like from April 21, EG5 is going to be 1527, while right now it's 1483. This maybe should, I don't know. They change it a lot. Like, if you can check for each year what the Entgeltgruppen were. Anyway, this is for how long you've been in a company. If you've been longer than 12 months, then you get 3% more than the base, and that's it. Now, each of these groups have like a description to help match your abilities to how much money you should make. These are, I will put this in the description of the video. It will be easy. But basically it describes how much responsibility you have and how much experience you should have, or how much further education you should possess before you can make this much money per hour. Like, you can see the first one is basically they need to tell you this is how this works and good luck. I don't know, like someone at the gas station. Here's the register. This is how you put money. This is how a credit card works. Good luck. And then in E2 you have some learning time, like training, or you have some experience that's related to this subject. And then E3 is you have further education in the profession, and I think it should be or you have several years of experience in this profession. Then number 4, you start with at least 3 years of education. It could be university, it could be an Ausbildung that you study less. Like university, you are in lectures all day long. In Ausbildung, as someone mentioned in the comments of that video, you go and you experience the thing, like, physically with your hands. So Ausbildung will take at least 3 years, but I think most of them do. Like, maybe there are shorter ones, I don't know. Or you have several years of experience in this profession, or more than a year in E3. So basically, if you've been at E3 for a year, you can go to your boss and be like, hey boss, how about you move me to E4? And he'll be like, probably, oh, well, no. Then E5 is you have 3 years, at least 3 years of further education. You have relevant, like, qualifications and abilities and things that are more complex. This slowly becomes more complex. At some point you have responsibility over other people and so on. Although most German companies move to, how do they call it, flat hierarchy, because no one wants to have responsibility. In the end, you get to E9, and E9 corresponds in the West to 21 euros an hour, or 21 times 8, 170 euros per day before taxes. Good. So this, you can look at it like 2019 and 2020 and so on. No change. Good. Blah blah blah. Then there's another thing called Tarifvertrag. This is basically an agreement between the union and your company. Like, there are a couple of unions. I don't know exactly how this works, because it's, as usual, it's German and complex. But basically, the union agrees with your company, or the company follows a union's collective agreement, which has to do with how long you have to work and how much you get paid, or like who goes into what Entgeltgruppe, what are the benefits of the work, how long you have to give your notice period, the notice period that your employer have to give you, the vacation days, and so on and so on. 2 things that it shouldn't be a surprise, because, like, when you sign a contract with a company, you get a huge stack of paper and they're like, here you go, this is all the information you need to know. But it's kind of like bullshit, because like, it's a lot of information. And if you don't have some experience with it, it's like, ooh, this is super overwhelming. Okay, I don't know. So normal German employees get between 13.5 and 14 pays, depending on the company. Some companies do 12 salaries per year, some companies do 14, and it varies. But if your company has a culture of 14 or 13.5 pays, that means you get your 12 pays, and then in summer you get another half pay, so an extra like 150% of your salary, and for Christmas you get an extra pay. An extra pay, that means like you get twice the normal salary you get. But if you are in a Tarifvertrag with some contractor or Dienstleistung or whatever it is, you are going to get shafted. You know why? Because these people, they sign a contract, like the collective agreement is you get 150 euros. Like there are 3 levels. It's like 100, 200, 300. So after like 2.5 years at the company, you get 300 for the summer pay and you get 300 for the Christmas pay. Basically ripping you off of what normal people get. And this is annoying. You know why this is annoying? This is annoying because they have all this like equal pay bullshit after 9 months at a place, 15 months after working for a company, blah, blah, blah. You get paid the same as another employee at the company. No, that's bullshit, because they get paid a lot more. They get paid, I would say, easily 20% more than you. And you don't even get this like equal pay for longer than 3 months, because if you got to the 15-month mark at a company and you are a contractor, the maximum you're allowed to work at this place is 18 months according to the law. And then you go somewhere else and you have to start counting until 15 again. This sucks. This is horrible. And I know this is unfair towards mostly us expats who don't have a normal classic German life story of finishing university at 21 and starting to work at one place and then working there until we die. Like, we don't have 16 years of experience at the age of 30. We have a different way and a different story and a different history, and we get fucked, basically. That's just how it is. Another thing you should know about this is when you work at a contractor, basically, the company you are physically going to, which is the client of your company, of your employer, they pay like a ridiculous amount of money to your employer. This gets taxed, and then your employer pays you, which gets taxed again. This is why the government doesn't give a fuck, because they get to double dip. So, they enjoy it. Your company enjoys it because they're like, oh, I'm just sitting here and all I had to do was arrange for someone else to work and I get paid for it. So that's how it works, more or less. Yeah, this is the end. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this and you liked it, and you will hit the like. And if you're new here, you will hit subscribe and you will write in the comments. And what do you think? Did I get anything wrong? Did I forget to mention anything? And I will see you in the next one.